Dear YouTube, my name is Ryan, and I've been with YouTube for quite a while. And I happen to be one of the partners on YouTube. And on December 2nd, we got a blog post from YouTube called A YouTube for All of Us. And to sum it all up, YouTube is going to censor a lot of videos. Now, a lot of people have been complaining for a long time that YouTube has always been lax with people posting content on here that is not theirs, and posting content that is inappropriate for children and for the general population in general. And there are 4 specific categories in which YouTube is planning to censor the community, and they are stricter standards for mature content, the demotion of sexually suggestive content and profanity, improved thumbnails, but with improved thumbnails you're no longer be able to pick 3 thumbnails. They'll be automatically generated from an algorithm instead of the regular 25% in your video, 50% in your video, and 75 points in your video. And more accurate video information, which is, it sounds like they're going to try to have people who have misleading information in their videos be demoted. And although I am for stricter standards for mature content, because there has always been basically softcore pornography on YouTube videos, and I believe that children should not have access to sexually mature content, demotion of videos due to profanity is one of those things that is protected as a right by the Supreme Court of the United States of America. And I know that not all videos and not all viewers and not all people are in the United States of America. And I realize this is a tool utilized by YouTube that is supposed to draw in advertisers. But by using an algorithm, you get things that shouldn't show up. Like, say that I was trying to do a Cockney accent. You're going to block me because I'm trying to do a Cockney accent and put that in the title of my information. The thing about censoring your audience is that you should always a little self-censor, because there are certain things like pornography that should not be on YouTube generally. The use of hate speech, the use of promoting violence from one people's against another people's. But what YouTube ultimately forgets in this situation in which you're trying to censor us is that you may be the top video site for now, but once another site catches on and provides information and content and server capacity, people will move on. At some point, AOL looked like the foolproof company during the last .com bubble. That's not here anymore. Very few people use AOL other than the instant messenger. At some point, Ford used to be the biggest, the most influential car company out there. Now it's something like Toyota or Honda. Before, England used to be the most powerful country in the world. Now we are. Things as fleeting as the internet are almost never permanent. And although you may be high and mighty now, I predict at some point in the future, YouTube will not be the biggest video sharing site, as the web is so fragmented. Although you may have the biggest share now, there may be someone that is able to provide content, or you're able to disenfranchise enough of your viewership that at some point we will leave you. And when that point happens, you will crave us back, and you will wonder why people had left YouTube to go to another site. It's plain and simple. People follow trends. People follow, and people vote with their feet. Although you may have the majority of the web traffic, maybe it'll go back to Yahoo. Maybe it'll go back to another startup that you just haven't heard about yet, and within 5 years YouTube will be gone, and Google will be a memory. That's what happened to Alta Vista. That's what happened to a lot of other web browsers out there at some point. Who knew that Firefox would be one of the bigger, less monopolistic web browsers now? Who knew that Google was going to be this big company? Yahoo used to be the predominant company on the web, and now it's not. Microsoft looks like it's eventually going to give way to other platforms, operating systems, like Linux and Mac systems, because people want some kind of variety. If you stifle our needs and our wants, and you disenfranchise enough of us, we will move. I'm not saying that it's going to happen today. I'm not going to say it's going to happen tomorrow. It's just going to happen eventually. So while you're still on the top, don't do this. Don't disenfranchise the community. You can see the thousands of comments, and not all of them are from little small people. Some of us are partners. Some of us have hundreds of thousands of viewers, millions of viewership a week. Some of us, like me, only have a few hundred per day. But we are your major content providers. These are the people who make you money. Don't stifle us. Some of us do curse sometimes. Some of us may show boobs sometimes. But it's not to offend. It's not to make fun. It's not to make your site less wholesome. If you keep doing this to us, and you keep poking us, and you keep poking us, and you keep shooting yourself in the foot, eventually we will be gone. So, that's what I wanted to say to you. Regards, Ryan, the Talesend, signing off. Bye-bye.